What's good, everybody? My name is Jacob. I'm back and I'm better. I'm way up, I feel blessed. Guess what, bro? I don't even have $1 million business. No, I live paycheck to paycheck. And I'm single. I don't have a girlfriend waiting for me in bed. I actually don't even go on dates right now. So, if I have no girlfriend and I have no money, why do I love my life? You know, a lot of people out there think that they lack something. But today's lesson is, there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. I'm in a singing mood today, bro. Oh God. But yeah, sometimes that lack of money and girlfriend, it does get to me a lot of times because it's just natural for the human psychology and the human ego. But the most dominant feeling for me is this newfound joy for life and the love I have for life, the gratitude I have for life, because I recognize the blessings in which God has given me. And it's not because I'm giving up my pursuit of wealth and relationships. Of course, as a man who's 21 years old, I'm still going to go after those things. So I'm not giving up. I'm waking up. Let's just clear up the elephant in the room. You got to have a clear purpose. And if you don't have a sense of clarity, you gain that sense of clarity through taking action, through simply doing, not being afraid to make mistakes. I have a clear purpose now, but there'd be moments where I would just sit in bed, going through the motions, living day to day where every day felt the same. It would be work, eat, entertainment, sleep cycle. And that was depressing for me. Quitting YouTube, quitting my motivational speeches, no longer serving humanity or myself, that is in which I fell off and I fell into depression. Those were my lowest moments. That was my season of the dark night of the soul. But you don't have to go through that. If you don't have a sense of direction, just pick somewhere and go. If you end up in the wrong place, then you will always have the vehicle, which is your mind, to go to a better place. So give yourself something to look forward to every day. My favorite book of all time is The Alchemist, right? My favorite fiction book, and it taught me this lesson, that the journey is just as important as the destination. I'm no longer telling myself that happiness and joy is in the future. There's happiness and joy in the present moment, like literally right here, right now. There's no waiting. I'm over here telling myself, I will be happy once I get this. I will be happy once I become this. Tell that voice to shut the front door. It's stupid. It's silly. Bringing me to my next point, in terms of the present moment, guess what, bro? You have a best friend with you. I could be your best friend, but there is something in your life that is above all other human beings. And that best friend for you is your breath. Now, this might seem crazy at first, but when you have a spiritual awakening like mine, you will come to realize that you have a best friend in your breath. Why? Well, simply because your breath has always been there for you. Through thick and thin, your breath has always been there, and it will continue to be there for you, bro. I learned this lesson from Thich Nhat Hanh, the Zen Buddhist teacher who passed away in 2022. When I do put my focus back on my breath, then I feel myself returning home. Thich Nhat Hanh would call you returning to your breath, returning home. Just focusing. Isn't that so goddamn peaceful? Compared to the chaos that goes up here in your mind all the time. Your focus and your attention's being redirected to something so simple, but it's flowing through you. It's like, wow. I found the new reward is in the act of creating itself, rather than placing it conditionally in the expectations of what I think I should receive back through that creation. In other words, I do what I love to do without corrupting that process or corrupting that energy by wanting something back from society through sharing that art. Whether, let's say you're a creator of video games or music or movies or you're a motivational speaker like me, don't expect something back, because then it corrupts the entire energy of what you're trying to do. And what you love to do, you'll stop enjoying it. Let's say, for example, you're going to the gym. Your primary motivation should be that you love the act of going to the gym, in the sense that you're present and you are releasing serotonin and endorphins. Okay, this is different from dopamine. You are actually tapping into that vibration of joy, and that should always be your primary motivation over like the secondary motivations, like the extrinsic motivation, right? Versus the intrinsic, in the sense that, okay, you might go to the gym because you want to build muscle, you want to build an aesthetic physique, you want to attract women, you want to live healthier, you want to lose weight, this and that, this and that. That should always be secondary to you just simply loving the act of going to the gym itself, in my opinion, because that's what keeps me going to the gym. So I found the reward in the act itself, and I found the joy not in numbers, but in the act of expression. Expressing love or sharing my truth with people. And the fun is right here. The fun is not in the algorithm or worrying about it. The fun sometimes can be in receiving the applause. I'll admit it. I love when people go, Jacob Tiller. Jacob Tiller. Woo, Jacob Tiller. Like, that obviously feels good. But it's temporary compared to the permanence of just doing what you love to do. Just showing up. That can be just so sustainable, right? And that brings me to my next point about the love of God. The love of God to create human life like this, bro, in which the atoms of reality are so diverse that I've started to appreciate the small things, like the actual small things, like atoms literally. But in terms of like, it's random, but that diversity of color, the fact that there's millions of shades of color that my eyes can see, I can appreciate for. Like, I'm in awe of how many different colors there are. And it's that, I wonder, it's that sense of inner child spirit that's been revived within me since my most recent spiritual awakening. That inner child spirit that goes, wow, how did this all come to be? Why? I love it. I appreciate it. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lost art in adulthood, in society, that must be returned. The fact that I can sit in my home, meditate, and realize that my memory and my projections, which once haunted me, are not real. It's not real. Like, sure, these things may have happened, but it's in my memory now. I'm not actually experiencing the things that have traumatized me or haunted me. And regarding the future, that is just projection. You don't know if that thing is going to happen. Bro, it's a hypothetical future out of a million hypotheticals. So you cannot live in the past or the future. Okay? You can make the argument, regarding the future. But when the future comes, it's still going to be the present. You're going to be experiencing the future as the present. The only thing that's ever existed is now. Right here, right now. So with that being said, I've returned to a level of peace in which I don't think a physical environment can really put me down like that no more. I'll be honest. I'm basically unstoppable. But for you, on your spiritual journey at your stage, if it's not peaceful in your household, like let's say you are living in a toxic environment, what I would advise is to just walk out that front door and go to the nearest park near you. Just natural park near you, where you get to sit in a patch of grass and meditate and be surrounded by trees and the singing birds. And you can pick a flower up and just take a look at that flower and just observe it and analyze the flower. And you'll realize the peace within that flower. And then the peace within yourself, because you're so present now. Of course, I'm not where I want to be yet in life. I mean, I'm an ambitious man with an ego. I'm always going to have places where I want to be and want to go and goals I want to achieve. But we have these visions for a reason. It's to make true those visions we believe in. Hey, we used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. See, that's the point. I am who I used to pray to be. And yet so many of us, we are who we used to pray to be. And once we received those blessings, we may have been grateful for 1 day or 2 days. But as the days passed by, we forgot about that blessing that God gave us. And we moved on to the next shiny thing. But there's no such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing, no such thing. So just understanding that truth right there, that I am already who I used to pray to be, just appreciating the journey as much as the destination, the process as much as the end result. This is exactly where the law of attraction comes into play. That's more than enough of a reason for me to be grateful to God. He's answering my prayers actively. And so, in terms of the law of attraction, it's you vibrating on that high frequency of gratitude consistently. For me, it's what keeps attracting more reasons to be grateful and even more reasons to be grateful. And this will happen for you too, because it's the gift that keeps on giving, and it's a positive feedback loop that can go on for infinity if you give it permission. If your conscious awareness gives it permission, that positive feedback loop of gratitude can go on forever because you are actively practicing gratitude for the blessings that have already been given to you by God. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Look at my life, man. That's lessons on lessons on lessons. Ooh, I need to be a rapper ASAP. No Rocky. I don't have wealth. I don't have a wife as of yet. But right now, I have peace. I have presence. I have purpose. And I'm wealthy in ways that the world cannot even measure. Amen. Amen. Right now, comment down below what you are grateful for. Actually, just spitball a list of things that you are grateful for. Nobody's going to judge you. As a matter of fact, it's just going to be an echo chamber of real positivity in which the positive feedback loop of gratitude is going to be building upon each other. We're going to lift each other up through that comment section. And guess what? This video is going to be promoted in the algorithm to people who need to hear this message. Bro, please put your trust in me to lead a revolution, to lead my generation to new heights of gratitude and high frequencies. Because that's exactly what this world needs. The world needs more of you too. The world needs more peacemakers, storytellers, lovers, restorers, and healers of all kinds. I know for a fact that you fit at least one of these categories, if not more of these categories. This video is ending for a reason. It's to make true a vision we believe in. Mwah.